Hey, what's good, y'all? Joshua Mallard here, and today we're making a beat. But I can only use the charged shotgun from Fortnite. Sounds crazy, but we pull it off, and you're there to see it. Go ahead and subscribe and leave a comment below on what you want to see next. Let's jump right into this. All right, we're in the DAW, so let's play this sample real quick and see what we can do. All right, so there's some stuff. We're gonna make some drums really quick. Let's start with the hi-hat. Let's take like this section. What we can do is crush it and really compress it so it sounds a bit more like a hi-hat. All right, pretty good. So what we want to do next is maybe like pitch shift this. Just get the pitch higher. Maybe even use a frequency shifter and boost that. Maybe cut off some of the high end. That sounds kind of like a hi-hat. Okay, let's like get a pattern down before we do anything else, just like eighth notes or something. Okay, not bad. We'll work on that a bit more for now. Let's just get the volume a little louder and even add the secret sauce, some auto pan real quick. Doesn't have to be anything too crazy, but it'll give us some extra width. Okay, there we go. Let's get the snare down. So where can we pull the snare from? Let's take a listen. I feel like this could be a good snare. Let's try it. So I just went ahead and compressed it again and put it on beat 3. So let's see what we can do with this. Okay, we got some work to do. Let's just put on Camel Crusher and distort this thing and cut out some of that low end that we don't need. Maybe we can even just like crunch it more. Maybe let's try that frequency shifter again, but do some of this stuff. Okay, that kind of sounds like a snare. It's really weak though, so let's kind of boost some of that high end and stuff. Maybe even swap some of this. Yeah, pretty good. And what we can do too is we can just turn that into a mono file like that. All right, let's take a listen. Not too bad, not too bad. So let's get that kick down. Let's see what we can get from this. I think I already know I want this right there. A lot of sound designers use like really low sine waves when they're making their sounds, just to get that sort of punch to them. So that's actually what we're hearing right there, I'm pretty sure. So before we pitch this thing down, let's just isolate that low end. Distort it coming into the EQ. Okay, that's not bad, but we do need like some sort of transient to layer on this thing so that it cuts through a bit more. So maybe what we can do is we can take this snare sample, drag it down, and we're going to layer it right on top, but like super short. So let's see. Okay, so it's not the best kick in the world, but we're going to keep going and see what we can do with this. Now, I'm going to pull out a little bit of a cheat code. We're actually going to take this sample and pull it into Serum for the 808 so that we don't have to like really stretch this thing out to get a good bass sound. So I'm going to show you how I kind of resample or resynthesize it within Serum real quick. Okay, so I rendered out the file, and all I have to do is drag it into Serum and choose one of these options. I'll probably just do pitch average. Okay, so now we have the thing in there, and if we click this, we can scroll through the waveform. So check this out. We just want to find something that has some good low end, maybe. Yeah, like this is kind of beefy, and we can basically do what we usually do with 808s. We can pitch this down, do the low pass kind of thing, shake the envelope, get our LFO like this. If you want to see how I make these 808s, I have a little video on making 808s in Serum, so definitely go check out that tutorial, but it's not super complicated, and we'll just be following that. So this thing has a ton of punch, like that's a pretty good amount of punch. So we don't really need to layer a kick transient, and it actually might help us out a lot. I'm gonna distort this thing, and let's see what we can get out of it. All right, that's pretty decent. Let's try layering that with this kick, though. It's gonna be kind of weird, so I might even sidechain this whole thing just so that I can get this sounding right. All right, so we're getting somewhere. Kind of probably gonna do some different mixing on it once we get the actual composition of the beat done. But let's go ahead and make a region out of that, and let's work on getting something like some pad in the background or something like that. And for that, we can actually do the same thing and sample this in Serum and get some like lead or something. Okay, so we have Serum open, and all we need to do is drag the file in and pick one of these options. I'm going to do constant frame size, and we're going to see if we can basically come up with some sort of like lead sound or something that can fit into this beat and make it like a finished beat. So let's see what we can do. Not sure how this turns out, but we'll see. Gotta just find the right part of the waveform that we like. Yeah, that's pretty good. We can maybe turn that into some sort of bell. Okay, there we go. Maybe turn some of this on, and let's just do some quick effects. Make this sound a bit cooler. Okay, let's get a little pattern down real quick and see if we can do something with this. Okay, it's sounding pretty good. Let's kind of like arrange this out and see how this sounds on its own with what we have. Just a few of the elements, the drums and that melody loop. Okay, that's actually pretty good. There's some extra elements we could add, like maybe we could work in this sample a bit. So let's try some of that so we can add some extra dynamics to this beat. All right, so I took that sample and I made some basically like white noise sweeps just by adding a ton of reverb and EQing a lot. So check this out. So that's adding a lot to the beat, transitioning between each section. I think we're done though. I'm going to arrange this out and I'll show you guys the beat right at the end of this video. In the meantime, please subscribe, comment, and let me know what you want to see next below. This was a super hard challenge. Never really tried it before, but if there's something out there you want me to try, let me know. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.